Hello guys, how you all doing? And hope you are having a really wonderful weekend. I know yes, we are still on lockdown and a lot of things are going on and all that, but I hope we are trying to find ways to just make it very lively, ways to make it very nice, and ways to make it very lovely. Yeah. As usual, I talk about things that I feel that we might need this period and also in our life as we go through life. So first of all, I don't know. I want to ask: Have you ever felt times where you feel really overwhelmed, like where you feel nothing is working and everything you are doing is as though it's just not like it's as if it's just not even really coming to what you want it to come to. You can't see it, you can't see the end, and it's as though the more you keep putting a lot of energy into it, the more you keep doing things into it, the more it's as if like it's not just working. Have you gotten to that point? I believe at some point we all like have gotten to some point like that where it's as though maybe the work we are doing, when we think we are putting the extra work, that's when our bosses are like, I'm not impressed. Or when we think we're actually doing the extra mile or doing one thing or the other, maybe in our businesses, maybe amongst the friends, when you think you're actually really being there for your friend, that's when your friend is saying you have not really been a good friend. So there are times where we're actually doing a lot of things that we think we are doing really fine, and at the end of the day we realize that everyone around is not even looking at it. Even within ourselves, we're not feeling as though we're doing so much. So I want to talk about something like perspective. There is power in perspective. There's power in your perspective, in how you see things, in how you appreciate things, in how you, okay, for example, just like waking up, there is power in the first attitude you just carry while you wake up. There are a lot of persons today that they have mood swings. We all have our different flaws. Some persons, they are they really have bad mood swings, and all that. I've happened to stay with one or two persons along the line that had mood swings and everything. Today the person is happy, tomorrow the person is not, and you kind of wonder sometimes, like, how can you just wake up and you are just moody? Like, what happened? what what must have happened within that space or that night where you were sleeping and you just wake up with one kind of mood swing? And sometimes there's a way that thing does, it makes the environment really toxic and uncomfortable and unfriendly. If you are like me, that really like to always be happy and everything, staying around people that have mood swing can really push me to be on my own, such that I'll just like be on my own so that I won't be infectious in terms of getting sad by the mood and environment. So I kind of like segregate myself, be on my own, and do things that still make me happy, be happy with myself, and everything. But anyway, what I'm saying is that it's about perspective. So there is power in perspective. There is power in your perspective. How do you see things when things happen to you? How do you see them? Just like what I was talking about in my last video. So I was saying something like your response matters. Like, how do you respond to things that happen to you? They matter. So it's just like what I was trying to talk about. So your perspective matters. How do you see things that happen to you? How do you see things that happen in the society? How do you see things that just come? Are they coincidence? Are they supposed to? Or are you like one of those persons that feel that nothing just works fine? It's like all the bad things that happen are just pursuing you and all that. So basically there is great need for us to change our perspective. First, I think one of the most important thing we must learn to do is one of the most important thing we must learn to do is that we must find how to appreciate time. Time is something that it's really very precious. It's something, it's one, as I used to say, it's one, how will I call it? It's one mystery that you can't tell how it will end for you. Yes, that's one thing about time. Even sometimes when you plan for something to happen in the next hour, you can never really tell. Although you make plans, yes, because we are hopeful. Human beings by default, we are hopeful. Even when some of us feel dispel, some of us kind of like happen to fall into depression and the rest. But the truth is that at some point we are hopeful. There is this hope that, okay, if I make plan, okay, I there is the hope that, okay, I'm going to graduate when I start school. There is the hope that, okay, hopefully I'm going to give birth to children when I get married. So there is some iota, or there's some levels of hope that we actually have that make us to do the things that we do, you get, and all that. But what happens sometimes when people tend to now become depressed, or when people tend to now become very moody, or when people tend to now become very, like, like on a, as in, very emotionally all I call it now, doormat or something, is when our perspective about our time, when our hope is gone. That's just the song, when our hope is gone. And what do I mean? For when you feel that, okay, no matter the effort you put, you are not going to realize the results that you want. When you feel that no matter the energy you put into a particular thing or a particular goal, there is nothing you can achieve. When you feel that the world is against you, when you feel that because of your past sufferings and your past situation, it defines your future. When you feel that maybe someone just is just angry with you, or someone just tells you the truth, you feel that that person does not like you, or it's possible it does not like you, but I'm like, perception just changed. Perspective is very important. Sometimes the way you see things determines how happy you are. The way you see things determine how grateful you can be, how gracious you can be. The way you see things determines a lot of things that you do. So today I just want to talk to really know that our perception about life, our perspective is very important, and there is power in perspective. So there's a lot of energy we need to put into our perspective, into our view in life endeavors, into our view in things that happen in life. It is very important that we put we harness, as in, like, we take control of our perspective, we take control of it. Okay, so for example, this period, this is 2020, was the most how will I call it now, the most loud news at this period is the COVID-19, right? So this period where it's as though everything, like, nothing is working. The people, the Western people, that some countries, for example, based on their world power or something, even like hope on or something, to some extent, it's as though they are even really still doing their best to curb their own, to manage their own. So to some extent, even developing countries, they kind of like feel hopeless. They begin to feel hopeless that, if these people cannot be able to even do what they are doing right now, how much or what can we do? There's already this hopelessness from beginning and everything. So this is about like this is what I'm talking about when it comes to perspective. Your perception, it's very important. Like, we have to see that it will come to an end. It's not just by saying it and talking about it. We have to really see that it's going to come to an end, that this fight that we are fighting today, it will surely end. There is no battle or anything that does not have an end. There's nothing that does not that has a beginning that won't have an end. That's just how it is. So please take control of your perspective. Look at your views about life again. If you are someone that easily get depressed, or you are someone that easily feel that the world is against you, you are someone that easily feel that things are not just working, everything is just throwing up here and there and everything, you should just have power over your perspective. Change your view, change the way you see things, change the way things affect you. Make your response matter. Respond positively. Wake up with positive thinking. Wake up with positive mindset. Wake up with things that really makes you lively, makes you happy, and makes you good. Thank you again for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.